Hey everybody, as promised, we're making breakfast burritos this morning. Well, it's not really this morning, I had to wait for my videographer to get up. However, we are going to get started. So, this is what you're gonna need. If you like meat, you are going to get your meat, sausage, ham, bacon. I already fried this up just to save on some time. I just cut it up, threw it in the pan, and then I saved the grease to cook the potatoes in. If you make sausage or use ham or chorizo, you're gonna just need to use your own oil. We also have cheese, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, chili powder, pepper, salt, the green chili from yesterday that we made. It's about 2 cups. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't always have green chili on hand or in the freezer or have it freshly made and don't have the time. And my kids want breakfast burritos. So, I will tell you a secret. In a pinch, Santiago's chili that you find in the freezer section works just fine. So, on the days that I don't have my own, this is what I use. I prefer my own, but this works. Shh, it's our little secret. Put this back in the freezer. Okay, potatoes, 18 eggs. And let's get started. So we're gonna put this on high. This is the oil that I have from the bacon. Once it's hot, and it's already hot because I just made the bacon in it, we're gonna put in an entire bag of Southern style hash browns. If you want to use the hash browns with the peppers and onions in them, feel free. This is just my preference.
Ooh, hash browns.
Okay. To the potatoes, we're gonna add about a tablespoon of salt. I know it seems like a lot, but once everything else goes in it, it's really not. A little bit of black pepper. I'd say probably about half a teaspoon of onion powder. Maybe a teaspoon of garlic.
If you can't tell, just look at how many squeezes she does.
Except for most people don't have these big things. I just cook a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe half a teaspoon of cumin. Once you're done making the potatoes and putting everything together, you can always add more spices. A little bit of red chili powder, maybe a teaspoon. And then we are going to stir that up. Make sure everything's broken down. I try and break the bag first. It's on high. We're going to leave it that way, and we're going to let these cook. Sorry for all the noise. I had to get my lid. So we're gonna keep that covered while it cooks. Now the not so fun part, baking eggs. I make the eggs in the blender. Or not make them, but instead of trying to put them in the bowl, hand mix them up. This makes them nice and fluffy, easy to do. Just makes everything go a little bit faster. So while the potatoes are cooking, we're gonna crack 18 eggs. A nice thing about the blender too, every now and again you're gonna get a little piece of eggshell in there, which we try not to do. But if we miss one, the blender helps get rid of that. Hey folks, I'm just keeping it real. I'm not a fancy chef, I'm just a good home cook. See, we just got a shell in there. Let's dig that out.
So it's usually just an entire carton of eggs.
Yes, 18 of them. This will make 1 dozen burritos. If you want to make them smaller, make a dozen and a half, but for the way I make them, this will make up an entire dozen of burritos. Now, you can eat them right then and there. They're great. You put them in foil. You can travel with them and deliver them or take them to people or have people them come pick them up since we can't really be with anybody right now. They freeze really well. Now, I will tell you that if you're going to freeze them, you want to let everything cool down quite a bit before you wrap them in the tortilla and put them in foil. Because when they're warm, they start, the condensation in there, it makes them a little soggy. Especially if you're going to freeze them and then you pull them out. That's just a little helpful hint. Best way to warm them up is to thaw them out overnight. Just put it in the fridge, and the next morning pop it in the oven or a toaster oven if you have it. You can heat them up in the microwave, but it just, again, it gets a little soggy that way. So if you have time, throw it in the oven. Oh, I thought I had a paper towel ready. For anybody want to buy me a lid for my my blender? Just kidding. So we're just gonna. Is
that on 3?
Yep. Bam. Eggs are nice and fluffy, and
They look a little more runny.
well, you got to get that air moving around in there.
Oh,
So
I guess.
we're gonna put an oil in a large skillet. If you don't have a large skillet, you can do it in batches. We're gonna get that nice and warm, kind of a medium-high heat, so that we can cook the eggs. Let's stir the potatoes.
This is already looking delicious.
Now the bacon, the oil that the bacon let off, I took about half of it out. I probably could have taken a little bit more. So you can usually get a couple batches worth of grease from your bacon.
Grease. Delicious.
I don't know about that, but bacon grease does make the potatoes taste pretty darn good.
Bacon with potatoes is good.
Yes. So we're gonna wait and get this hot. So after this, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some chicken jalapeno burgers. I know this has nothing to do with this, but we need to talk for a second while we wait for this to heat up. My son, Diego, is considered essential because he works in infrastructure, which I'm scared for him, and of course scared for us, but he's taking the proper precautions. So when he gets home, I'm sure he'll be hungry, because he left at 5 a.m. this morning to go work. He's working out at DIA, so we will make some chicken burgers so he can have something to eat right when he gets home after he showers and puts his clothes in the washer and doesn't touch anything else. So if you want to follow that video, I'll post that later today too, and we'll go from there. So this feels like it's getting pretty warm. We're gonna go ahead and add our 18 eggs. And if you don't even, you can use, if you're trying to be healthier, of course you're not gonna use all that oil, you can use the egg beaters, about 4 cups, maybe 3.5.
Scrambled.
So
I guess they do kind of look a little fluffy.
we'll get there. About a teaspoon of salt, and a little bit of pepper. We're just gonna let those sit till they kind of start to rise up, and then we can stir them. I don't know, I'm not a professional egg maker. You make them however you want, but that's what we're gonna do. Christian loves these potatoes.
Especially because I haven't had hash browns in a while.
Yeah. Oh, my poor baby. I'll give you some out.
Yeah.
Christian does not. Christian likes the breakfast burritos with the potatoes, eggs, and bacon, but he thinks he does not like green chili in them. So we usually leave a little bit out for him. Although he's never tasted the green chili, so there's that.
Hey.
He's getting better though. So eventually I will figure out how to do these videos so that you don't have to sit around and wait. We can like pause it and go back and be like, poof.
Oh.
Oh, look, my technological son probably knows how to do that. Or
That's with Samsung.
oh, well, I still have that. Or to be able to be like, what do they do? Like they throw something like an onion in there and they go, it comes down, it's diced. I will figure out how to
That's
do all
called
that.
the power of editing that I don't know how to do.
Well, we'll figure it out. For now, just bear with me. What are you guys doing to keep sane during this isolation that we're having? Hopefully you're staying home if you can. I'm doing this, sharing my food recipes.
They're good.
Just trying to keep myself sane. And it's kind of fun. And I'm so excited. So many of you have tried the recipes that I've put online, which I didn't think would actually happen. I've gotten pictures and reviews, and it makes my heart so happy, because food is it's something I just enjoy, cooking for people and feeding people, and knowing that I can bring some joy to you guys even when I can't physically see you or cook for you. It makes me happy.
I like to cook, but don't really like to eat, and one likes to eat but not really cook.
Yeah, Diego loves to eat and doesn't like to cook. Christian loves to help me in the kitchen, but
I don't really eat.
doesn't really like anything.
Getting better.
He is getting better. So,
Everything's coming along delicious looking.
he's quite the little commentator too. And keep on cooking those eggs. These are starting to cook pretty good. Once they're about 3/4 of the way done, I usually add the meat back in. Or if you just if you do ham, now's a good time to add it, because you're obviously not going to pre-cook your ham.
Delicious. Foamy.
Foamy.
Yes.
It'll just be nice and fluffy. Just keep on cooking that.
Getting like a little bit of bubbles.
Yep. After it starts cooking, I stir it so it doesn't stick, or you don't want it to get brown on the bottom. So just kind of push it around. Don't want to over stir it.
Ugh. I always like lay down and like my back is like bending. So it's like I stand up good, but whenever I need to like sit down, it kind of like feels weird.
I've been working this poor child too hard. His back is hurting from holding the camera for 2 minutes.
No! Well, 12. But still, I'm talking about like just laying down normally.
Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands because I just coughed.
Okay. Coming along good.
Okay,
Switch positions.
had to grab some tortillas. The eggs are almost done. Sorry this video is so long, y'all. Hope you're still bearing with me. We're almost done.
It's only 13 minutes.
Only 13?
Yeah. Just so far. It's about to be 14.
Alright.
I know a video that's 5 hours long.
Well, I would not do that to anybody. Let's check on the potatoes.
Here's the thing, if you ever want to pause it, you're always going to have to keep your phone on. Because pausing it makes it think you're not doing really anything, and it'll try to turn off. And turning off the phone will stop the recording.
Potatoes are not quite done. That's how I test them. I just mush them. See if they give you too much resistance, and they're probably not quite done. Our eggs are done. So you want to kind of cut them up into small pieces.
Scrambled. Right?
Yep. Off the heat. These potatoes are done. So we're gonna add our eggs to this. Now here's where it gets messy. And I apologize. I warned y'all that I am a messy cook. So we're gonna dump these eggs in here. Whew. We're gonna save a little bite for the dogs.
Yes. The dogs.
Whew. We'll stir all this together.
I just ate. Why am I hungry again?
It smells good.
Yes.
Oh, there comes the dog.
You're right, the dogs do love you.
They do. They love that I drop food.
Yeah.
They love that I'm a messy cook.
Ah. One of them is just having a feast over there.
So, I'm going to take out a little bit for Christian so he can have a burrito of his own. And then we're going to add the green chili to this. So this is about 2 cups. I don't know that I'll need quite this much. Let's see. I'll start with about a cup.
This one is just waiting for more food to drop.
She's just going to have to wait.
That's delicious food, Mom.
Yep, let's go ahead and add the rest of this.
Oh, nice.
So 2 cups of green chili.
Let's put some on your foot.
And all of my stuff, but that's okay. Let's turn that off now. Grab some cheese. About a couple handfuls. Put some on Christian's stuff over here. Okay. Now that I've got stuff everywhere and I just cleaned my stove.
Perfect.
Yep. We will be mopping after this segment. Okay. So, anybody who knows me, I cannot stand when people warm up tortillas in the microwave.
Hi.
They get soggy, they get mushy, it's just entirely better to warm them up on a comal, a griddle, right in the stovetop. If I'm making 12 of these to freeze, I will just put them in the microwave for 30 seconds just to make them pliable, and then let this cool, wrap them, and throw them in the freezer. Right now, I'm just gonna make the one and I'm gonna let the rest cool so that I can put it in the freezer. I have these great little pop-ups, but any foil will do.
She says, as I, for lunch, microwaved an entire quesadilla.
Yes, he did. Drives me crazy. Tastes so much better if you just...
Well, I do that with the small ones. Big ones in microwave for some reason. I don't know.
So I'm just gonna warm this tortilla up right here on the stove.
Nice.
It's that easy. I wouldn't really do it if you have an electric stove, but it works great on a gas stove. Just takes a couple seconds. All right, it's nice and warm. So to make the 12 burritos, you are going to use about that much per burrito. And that should make you 12. Fold one side up, one side over, bring it in, and bam. You have a really yummy breakfast burrito. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you get a chance to make these. Thanks for tuning in.